Does your child know about flexible thinking? Is this an idea that you talk about at home and that you help your child to develop their understanding of? It's not something that I had really thought about until recently, when I realised that it's a really valuable thing to explicitly teach children, to point out times when we are being flexible in our thinking. Because being a flexible thinker is a really valuable aspect of our social, emotional development, our ability to solve problems, to negotiate and work well in a group. And this is something that we can start teaching children from a relatively young age that can really support their learning and their well-being. When I'm introducing the idea of flexible thinking with an individual or a group of children, often we will start by bending our bodies. We'll talk about how our bodies can be flexible and how we can move in different ways, and how this is really the definition of flexible, to do something in different ways in a variety of ways. And our brains can be a flexible part of our body as well. We can approach problems from a variety of angles. We can view situations from different people's perspectives. And when we're being flexible thinkers, we can pause and think about a situation and decide how we want to respond that is varied. So when I'm introducing flexible thinking to children, I'll talk about how all of the kind of everyday simple things that we can do in a different way. So we could perhaps walk to the park via a different route, or we could switch up an everyday familiar routine and kind of change the order of things around. Once I start talking about flexible thinking with a child, then we can often find ways to highlight and encourage flexible thinking within our everyday routine. So I might say, oh, I know that you really wanted to go to the park before we do the library, but you thought about what I wanted to do as well, and I really appreciate how flexible you were with that. Or I know that you wanted to go first in the game, but you're letting Anna go first, and that is such flexible thinking. Thank you very much. So really just noticing and pointing out when children are thinking about other people within a situation, thinking about those different perspectives, and also thinking about how they could do something a bit differently than how they would originally expect to do it. So this can be a really helpful thing to encourage in children who struggle to adjust when things don't go as they would expect it to. And so really pointing out the times when they are flexible and adjust to other people's schedules is a really great place to start. When we understand that there might be different ways of viewing a situation, we also improve our understanding of the fact that some people might mean something a bit different from what they say. Being a flexible thinker is taking the time to think about the different ways of perceiving a situation, considering the people in it, and then choosing how to respond to that. It's a valuable part of their developing ability to be around others, to negotiate within situations, to be thoughtful and considerate of those around them, and to consider the wider context of what they're doing and the other people within it. The value of this concept for supporting children's social, emotional understanding was really brought home to me by Michelle Garcia Winner, who is a fellow speech and language therapist, and she is the founder of Social Thinking. It's well worth checking out her website and her information for more ideas on this topic and other aspects of social communication. Did you like this video? If so, do please give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with someone else who is considering how to support their child's social emotional learning. I'm here every week, and if you're interested in how we can all work together to improve our understanding and our communication with children, then do please hit subscribe, and I will see you next week.